I made a rookie mistake whenever I built the NerosCinema PC, and I'm going to share that with you in today's video so that you can avoid that same mistake the next time you decide to build a gaming PC. Now, even if you have a lot of experience building PCs, you can still make mistakes, and this video is proof of that. So what happened? So for those of you who don't know, I recently completed a big project, the biggest project ever here on the channel, by collaborating with another YouTuber by the name of NerosCinema. He is a Call of Duty YouTuber with over 650,000 subscribers, and I heard he needed a new gaming PC. I reached out, the rest is history. Asus ended up providing the majority of the parts for that build and that project, but overall that project took about 5 months to complete, and you would think with 5 months of prep time that everything would be perfect and I would make no mistakes, right? Well, unfortunately, it was actually the opposite. With 5 months of prep time, I had so many things going on. I had to pick out all the right parts. I had to go back and forth with Asus, make sure I got everything delivered on time, and then I had to build the PC, and then I had to record the video and edit the video and publish the video, and then I had to ship it off to Nero and hope and pray that it arrived in good working condition. And thankfully it did. However, that dreaded message came through, hey man, the PC's great, but... What do you mean, but? There should be no buts, right? This should be completely perfect. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't. So what the heck happened? Well, I totally screwed up, and I did not pay attention to where I was placing my M.2 drives. That motherboard had 4 places where you could put an M.2 drive, and I provided Nero with 2 NVMe SSDs. I took the first drive and I placed it in the top slot with 0 issues because there was no lane sharing on that top slot. However, for the secondary drive, there were 3 other M.2 slots available to choose from. And instead of reading the manual like I should have, or instead of looking at the tech specs on Asus's website, again, like I should have, I randomly chose one thinking, it's probably going to be okay, right? And I was wrong. I literally chose the only slot available that had any form of lane sharing whatsoever. And to make matters worse, this form of lane sharing did not turn off USB headers or SATA ports or even pull lanes from the GPU itself, which most gamers would say, that's great that it didn't do any of that stuff. Rather, what it did was it actually conflicted with the secondary PCIe slot. Now, normally, in most cases, that probably wouldn't be an issue. However, NerosCinema likes to use an internal capture card, and for those of you that don't know, most capture cards are actually external, but they actually do make internal capture cards that go directly into the secondary PCIe slot, and that's exactly what NerosCinema uses. And so he got the PC, he installed his capture card, and his secondary M.2 disappeared. And obviously he was very confused by this. So he started messaging me and he said, hey man, when I take this capture card out, my M.2 shows up. And whenever I put the capture card in, my M.2 disappears. And so I started doing what I should have done to begin with. And I went to the Asus's website for that particular motherboard. I went to the tech spec section. I scrolled down to the storage area. And sure enough, M.2_3 shares lanes, or conflicts rather, with the secondary PCIe slot, and it will be deactivated if you choose to use the secondary PCIe slot. So I felt like an idiot because the information was there all along and I simply chose not to look at it. So lesson learned, make sure no matter how many PCs you've built, no matter how many motherboards you've worked on, make sure you always look at the manual or the tech specs as it relates to the storage area to know exactly where your lanes are going and what conflicts you will have during the PC building process. And now I ran into the other issue. Anytime you build a PC for somebody else, you really need to consider everything possible. But the 2 things you need to consider more than anything else is their technical knowledge and how comfortable they are working with a PC. And also the secondary thing is, what exactly are they using the PC for? Well, I knew Nero would be using the PC to play Call of Duty and make Call of Duty content. And at some point in the process, one time he mentioned that he would be using a capture card and he asked me if there was space for it. And I said, yeah, there's definitely space down there. However, I never thought that one M.2 slot, the one that I picked completely at random, would be the only one to have any form of lane sharing, and also the type of lane sharing it has would impact his capture card, or rather his capture card would impact the drive. Like, the chances of that, I mean, it's got to be incredibly low here, right? So now I'm in a position where I delivered him a PC, a new PC for free that is better than any PC he's ever had before, but it fails to do the one thing that he really needs it to do, and that is capture gameplay footage from a console for his Call of Duty videos. I totally screwed that up, and that's totally on me. And so, with that being said, I found myself in a position where I had to coach NerosCinema completely remotely through Twitter DMs on how to fix this problem. So we talked about, hey, this motherboard is great because it has Q release slim, so you can just pull the GPU right on out. And then I sent him a video from the Asus's website showing him exactly how to do that. And then I explained to him how to take out the 12-volt high power connector. And then I talked about how he could take off the panel where the M.2 drives were and where he needed to place the new drive to avoid this conflict. And ultimately, everything worked out in the end. NerosCinema is a nice guy. He's very humble and understanding and very patient. That is definitely a situation where he could have gotten upset, and I'm very grateful he did not get upset, and he was more than willing to take on the challenge. Sure, he was a little bit uncomfortable with it because he's not a PC YouTuber. He is a Call of Duty YouTuber, so his technical know-how, his technical knowledge isn't exactly where mine would be, for example. So his level of comfortability doing something like this wasn't exactly the highest, but I really appreciated him being willing to work with me remotely to get the job done. So anyway, everything's fixed now. He's back up and running. He has no issues, and I think now everything is totally good, 100%, at least I hope so anyway. But yeah, I had to share this mistake with you guys because I know a lot of people every year are coming into the PC space for the first time, and they're very scared and nervous about touching a PC. And I just want people to know that you can learn it too. And even after you have a lot of experience and you've built hundreds of PCs like I have at this point, you're still going to make mistakes, and that is totally okay. And it's not even always your fault because motherboards don't have a standard when it comes to lane sharing. And that is a thing that is incredibly frustrating. But hopefully one day we'll get to the point to where no lane sharing exists at all, and then none of this will be a problem. But in the meantime, read your manuals or at least check the tech specs on the official website. I know Asus does a great job laying all that out right there for you, clear as day, and I just chose not to look at it, and that's completely on me, but lesson learned. Anyway, thank you, Nero, for being cool, calm, collected about the whole thing, working with me on it. And hey, look, let me know in the comment section down below, what are some of your biggest PC building mistakes, because I'm very curious to know if anybody else has made the same mistake before, or maybe you've done something a little bit worse. Anyway, if you like the video, please do me a favor, hit the like button because it goes a long way in helping me out. If you're new, get subscribed. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I cannot do it without your help. So please, please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, E-Rock out.